recording. And we will begin. So welcome everybody for this opportunity call and meeting, sharing a little bit about our amazing nutrition program and this amazing company and opportunity that comes along with it. So we'll do introductions in just a moment here, but it's me and Angela here, so we will get this started. Take it.
You want to go?
You can go ahead.
So are we going to introduce ourselves a little bit?
It's in a couple slides.
Oh, okay. So let's get started. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Like we said, this presentation, we're going to be talking about kind of like the opportunity, and we're going to be talking about our amazing products. And I think this is a really great slide because it's like, if time and money were no issue, think about the things that you would be doing. I mean, where would you be? Who would you be with? How would that make you feel? I mean, I think right now, this is a time, especially after what has happened in our world for the last few years, this is something that people are really thinking about. And I'm a traditional business owner, which you'll hear later. And these are things that I really think about. Again, like time, money, trading time for money. Those are super important things for me. So think about those things, especially when we're going through this presentation.
Exactly. And you'll hear a little bit about my background, but I'm a nurse, and nurses traditionally work, 3/12s a week. And that's usually more than 12 actual hours, including training and everything else. And right now I have a salary job. And so look at all the hours that we are spending at work. And not everybody has the pleasure of truly loving and enjoying what they do. It's just, trading time for money. But, we're going to help kind of cast a vision here tonight.
Yeah. And so let's really think different about your life and what the possibilities could be. I think especially now with whatever we've all gone through, I think this is a time in our lives, especially with like the downward economy, like this is a time, like, let's start thinking different. Let's think of the possibilities of maybe trying something new and not holding back, and maybe not being afraid, and just being open to all these possibilities.
So what does freedom mean to you? We all have kind of a different idea of what freedom is. Maybe it's time freedom, maybe it's financial freedom, maybe it's freedom to bring your kids to school or to send them to whatever institution that they want to go to. But everybody can make their own idea of what that would be to them. So I want you to just take for a moment and think about what that means to you and what you could do with that possibility. Now we're getting into introductions. And so I'm Sadie Tolberg. I'm an Army veteran. I'm a military spouse. I'm a registered nurse and nutritionist. I'm a mom of 2. I've had a 90-pound weight loss, and 50 of that was from this program. I'm also a health coach and a mental health advocate. And so I began this journey because I was literally crying on the floor in the kitchen, just so frustrated with the diet culture and constantly trying to fit into somebody else's box. And so I said yes to my best friend of 20 years, and the rest is history. I've been with the company for 3 years, and I absolutely adore these products, and I will be a lifetime user. And with this opportunity, I've been able to build an amazing team, work with some of my best friends, meet new people, and really, I just love helping people come through that, have that transformation of their own, and really develop some self-love and feel better in their own skin.
And my name is Angela Fedorov. So I am a wife of 23 years. I have 2 children. My children are 18 and 11. So I have a big span between them. So I own a brick and mortar business. I have owned it for 20 years this year. So that's super exciting. And then I have been with Isagenix for 11. And I started Isagenix purely for myself. I just was not feeling good in my body. My sister told me I should try it, which if anybody else would have, I would have never tried it. She didn't try it for 8 months. She told us about it. We secretly did it. We did not tell anybody in our business. And then just what it was doing for us, just physically, mentally, our clients were noticing. And then it was one of those things where we just could not be selfish and not share it. We had to start sharing, and it's changed our business. I love the community. It's interesting. Owning your own business is great. And I mean, anybody that's entrepreneur, like, you know, you're in it, you're not in it like for the money, you're kind of in it to help people and for the freedom, which, you know, you think you have when you have your own business, but a lot of times you don't. And what Isagenix has done for me with my traditional business is it has given me more freedom in my traditional business. We've been able to keep our business open, through some hard times with Isagenix, which has been great. We've helped so many people. I've met so many great friends. The community is so great. And when you own a brick and mortar, your own business, you're very alone. And with Isagenix, you're not alone. You're in business for yourself, but you're with all these people that are helping you. And so I love that.
Yes. And so one of the things that I think draw most of us here is that this company is built on a great value system, and integrity is so important to us. So everything that we put onto our labels are accurate. We have safety disclaimers. We have product availability, a legacy club, which includes, I think we're at 400 and something millionaires. I don't even know what number we're at because there's been a bunch recently, like in the last, year or so. And so we're very transparent, and we bring all of that out, which I think is such a great feature.
This is another thing that I love about Isagenix. I love that it's very different than some of the things that you think when people sell you things or they talk to you about things to buy. I love that right here, we educate you, you decide, and we support you. I have tons of people. I have a lot of friends that have never tried it, and that's totally fine. I still love them the same, but like, I love that that's how it goes. We're going to educate you on how amazing this is, the products, the financials, and then you're going to decide, and we'll support you either way. And probably, even if you don't try them, you will be back.
Yes, that's so true. I actually tried everything 7 years ago and ended up coming back. I don't know why it's not moving. There we go. So we are visionaries here, and we feel like everybody deserves to have an experience that's healthy, joyful, and abundant in this life, because we only are here for a select amount of time, and we never know when it's our moment to move on to the next. And so why not be surrounded by people that are going to lift you up, live in a body that you feel good in, and feel abundant. Always feel like there's just overflowing flow of emotion. We are very, very personal development driven in this industry, especially in this company, especially in this team. We are always here to build each other up and support each other through all walks of life, hard times, everything. We're here.
And this is what I love, is that we really have a solution for everyone, every situation. I mean, it's like, do you want to get your sexy back? Are you into like longevity? I mean, I want to age backwards. I feel like I am. I mean, I'm almost 50. I hate to say that word. But it's like, do you need performance products? And what I love is that most people, a lot of times will use, like, I use something from every single solution that we have. You can pick and choose. I love that. It doesn't have to be a one size fits all. So that's another great thing. So we really can help you wherever you are at, and we can meet you wherever you are at.
Yeah, they've done such a good job, really finding out what is the need in our space. What are people looking for? Like, what are the buzzwords? And then we go to back it by science and nature. We have an amazing team of nutritionists and scientists that are looking to make sure that every ingredient has its purpose. We do sourcing responsibly. We use undenatured whey protein from grass-fed pasture-raised cows, which is really like the best way of dairy that you can get for our shakes. We do have plant-based options. Everything's natural. It's not a bunch of red dye number 5 or anything like that. We have everything is gluten-free. Everything is soy-free. We test for parabens. We test for heavy metals. We test for microbial activity, pesticides, all of these things. And so the nurse scientist in me loves the slide, because I know what I'm putting into my body, my kids' body, and that it is good and safe.
Yeah. And like she said, we have these marketing disrupting products. I love our 30-day reset. It is amazing for anyone. And really, it's like, what are you looking for? A lot of us aren't having time to prep meals. So here we make it so simple. And that's one of the things I loved about it and what drew me to it. I am super busy. I am go, 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 go with my business, with my kids. And it's like, oh, I can get an easy meal. It's literally replacing 2 meals. This 30-day system is totally affordable. I mean, you cannot get a meal for, around $4. That is unheard of, but we're getting those 2 meals in, we're cleansing our cells. And like it's balancing our nutrition. We're intermittent fasting, detoxing. I mean, it's just the 30-day system is like beyond amazing.
It really has it all. And, what makes our shake so special is the fact that they really encompass everything that your body needs. It has the adequate protein, fats, and carbohydrates. It has all the micronutrients. You feel satisfied. It helps to suppress your hunger hormone and stimulate your fullness hormone. And so some people, they make it into a smoothie with a bunch of ice. Other people can bake it into, like a no-bake cookie or in a mug cake, things like that. So it's really versatile. And we have so many different options. So you can pick your level of protein. You can pick your level of other nutrients, but everything has a great amount of fiber, which I am obsessed with fiber. And so these meals are really amazing. I gave them to my 89-year-old grandmother, and they're safe enough for my child when he was 2. So they're really amazing.
Yes. And then Cleanse for Life. So if you are into longevity, aging backwards, like this is one of the things, detoxing, intermittent fasting. Isagenix has been doing this for 20 years. We are kind of the pioneers in intermittent fasting, which I love. It's kind of been a buzzword on and off, but it's a gentle aloe vera cleanse. I tell people it's like giving yourself a shower from the inside out. Again, everything is clinically studied and validated. We've got studies on this, like what it's doing for us. So I love that. And then what's so great is it's so supported, like the cleanse is so supported. So I don't want to say easy, because the first one can be a little hard just because if you're not used to it, but there's so much support in it that it does become easy as you get better at it. And it is a learned process. So the more you do, the easier it gets. And I love that we have these products to help us with the cleanse, which could be our Whey Thins or our snack bites or our Bia. I mean, so many things that support the cleanse. It makes for such an easy detox.
Yeah, how many people have done those like crazy water fasts or weird juice cleanses, all of these crazy things? Like this is so much better than that, but you can taper up if you need to. So this is one of my favorite products. Well, there's 2 products on this slide here, but these are our adaptogen support, which help to lower stress. We call the Ionix, the mommy juice, the patience in a bottle. And it's basically a daily little shot that you take that helps your body fight get out of the fight or flight response. And Lord knows we've been stressed the last couple of years, like there's a lot that's been going on in our bodies. And so this is a way for your body to just calm the chaos. And if you want something a little bit stronger, a little bit more specific to lowering that stress, our adaptogen elixir is an amazing product, and people take it to help them sleep, help them work out. Like it's so versatile. It really looks at what your body needs and meets you there. So if you've never heard of adaptogens, they're plants that are born out of really stressful environments. And that's why they help to lower the stress in our bodies. And so if you want to get into the science, I'm all for it, because that's one of my favorite things to talk about. But for now, we'll just leave it at that.
One of my favorite products. And if you've ever seen my transformation on this, you will know why, because it is freaking scary. Yeah. So I absolutely love this product. I mean, this is probably our best standalone product that we have. It is by far the best collagen on the market. I mean, if just you look at what it does for people, I mean, 93% better hydration, just the healthier skin, the elasticity, the firmness, the fine lines. I mean, it is pretty close to Botox, even though it's not Botox. But I mean, the results people are getting in such a short time are amazing. And everyone is using a collagen. Ask anyone, everyone is using a collagen, and they are not getting the results that we are getting with this collagen. I love how it's bottled. I love it's a clinical dose. I mean, there's just so many great things. And that's why we are getting such great results. I mean, Isagenix just really does everything right.
Yeah, and it took them like 10 years to come up with that formula. So you know that they really took their time on it. So these people, you know, here, these are people that we know, like we've met these individuals, we're friends with them, like they are real live people. And so their lives have changed because of these products. And it has brought them to a level where it's not about vanity for everybody. It's about that self-love and look what I did. Look what I was able to accomplish, like with the support of this community. And it's not all just eat our products and voila. There's a lot that goes in with it. And that's why our community is so great for support. And we're really focused on community, especially in our little team here, which we call Unstoppable, because everybody in this group is unstoppable with their goals. And so I love that we can do this together.
I love this statement. It kind of says it all. So when you have a clinically proven product, which we have all these studies that delivers results, you are going to get results on these products. I mean, if it's just like anything, if you don't do them, you're not going to get results, but if you do them, you're going to get results. And then it's a product that's consumed daily. So you're basically like shopping out of your own store. I love that. I hate going to the store. Like I love that a lot of my foods and snacks and energy drinks and so many coffee, everything just comes to my house.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't it be great if you could also create some wealth with that? Yeah, it would. Let me tell you, it's a great thing.
So income producing activities, like, you know, what are you doing that's income producing? I'm just shopping my own store. So if you have a traditional business, you know, you've got to look for office space, equipment. Are you full-time? Do you have an inventory? Are you marketing your budget, payroll, overhead, fees, things like that? There's a lot that come into their own business. And both Angela and I, she has a brick and mortar. I have an online service-based business with health coaching. And it is a lot of work. There's so much that comes into it, and it becomes your baby because you built that. Now, network marketing and social selling, which is what we do with Isagenix here, you can work from anywhere. You can work from the beach. You could work from the airplane. You could do anything at any moment because all you need is a cell phone. You can have your time flexibility. You can work in the middle of the night if you want. You can work anytime. You don't need to carry anything in your trunk. You don't need anything in your home. Everything is online. You don't have to worry about marketing. Everything is there online for you. You don't have to do payroll. Everybody in your team, everybody that you hire, that you bring in, gets paid. Everything is covered by our company. And it just makes sense, especially for people who have a business like ours, but also for people who just want something in addition to their life. I'm already ordering from this place. I already love the products. Why not get a kickback?
Yeah. And like, you got to really think about what wealth is for you. I think we get so wrapped up in the day-to-day and the hamster wheel. We don't really think about what that is. It's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I can afford groceries and I don't know. I mean, I think I have some money in my checking, but what is wealth? And so I love what he says here. So like, this is what you have to look at. If your expenses are $4,000 a month and your savings is, if you have in savings 12,000, then you have 3 months or only 90 days of wealth. I mean, that's not a lot. 90 days goes quick. So how long can you survive if things went bad? And let me tell you, when things went bad for us, it was an eye opener. I mean, this is so true. And in a way, I'm kind of glad with what happened. It's kind of been an eye opener for everybody. I think it's been an eye opener with people's health and people's wealth. Like, we need residual income. You need to develop some income that's going to be continuing to grow, continuing to pay you, even if you're not able to work. And so really think about that, what that is for you.
And yeah, residual and passive income is huge. Like, that is what people are starting to, it's a buzzword right now. So this is how we're going to share with you how we leverage each other for income and how the cycle pay works. So say this is you right here. You see my mouse. This is you. You bring in somebody on your left team. Say it's your sister, Mary, and she wants to order the collagen just like you. You place her on your left team. And then your neighbor, Dave, I really want to have those results too. He orders, a completely different package, but you have 2 people now. And so that is going to stem off into creating this other form of building. And so Mary wants to get a kickback just like you, because you earned money from bringing Mary in. And then so does Dave. Dave wants to as well. And then they have people that want to bring in money. And then they have people that want to bring in money. And it just keeps growing. And so just because you shared with 2 people, look at what is happening here. You are creating what we call banked volume. That's what BV is. And so every time you hit 600 banked volume on the left and 300 banked volume on the right, you cycle, which is the residual part. So even if you're not talking to all these people and making sure that they're ordering, if they are, this number is constantly going for you. And then just
one thing on banked volume is just to let you know, banked volume means every single product has a point,
yes,
of volume to it. So it could simply be a shake. It doesn't have to be a big system. It could be anything people are ordering.
Yep. This guy here could order, a sleep spray, which is, still 6 business volume or whatever. I think it's probably more than that, but it doesn't matter because it all banks. That's why we, call it BV. And one cycle is $54, which may not seem like a lot, but you can get up to 250 cycles per week, which is $13,500 in a week. Pull up the next slide here. Hold on. These ones are like those click-through ones. So I think it's like,
I know,
a little bit slower. Okay.
Yeah. So this is another way to look at it. We're just a binary, but it's just a binary system. People talk about, legs and levels. It's like, we don't have that. We have this right team and left team. So in the white is all the people that I've maybe put in. And then I have somebody that decides they want to start talking about it and they're in the red. And then it keeps going. Then someone else starts talking about it and they're in the green. I get all of this volume. All of those numbers flow up to me. They flow up to Sadie and Noah, whoever is on my team. All of those numbers flow up. There is no cap. We are paid on unlimited levels, which is a little bit different than other companies. But as you can see, I mean, like she said, it's, if it was just you and it was all just the people that you were talking to, it would be a little bit hard. But when you look at all of these different colors and all of that volume flows all the way up to you and your team and above, it's so amazing. I do love the cycles that she just showed. Again, where do you see yourself? So what are some of your needs?
Yeah, it kind of went through fast there. I was
shoot.
I was clicking. It was,
that's okay. Okay. So 10, like she said, a cycle is $54, which again, doesn't seem like a lot, but if you cycle 10 times in a week, that's $540. Yeah. I mean, who couldn't even use an extra $500 a month? That's like a car payment, that's groceries. I mean, so that's what you have to look at is, yes, in the beginning, maybe you're only making a cycle or 2, but pretty soon when you start having a team, and we have a very strong team here, those cycles can grow very fast and it's very exciting. I mean, to me, $54 is exciting, but 540, 10 cycles is even better.
Exactly. And you never know who you're going to meet that's just going to take this and run with it. You're looking for those hot tamales and we're all over the place. You find people in the grocery store or, on a cruise or people you work with, friends for 20 years, things like that. And so when we use this leverage system, you're really talking about a couple of different things. When you're talking about this opportunity, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. We have a very simple system. It's called PVC 1, 2, 3, and anybody could do that. My 11-year-old could do that. Right? My 4-year-old probably could do that. It is so simple. And then you get money now. You don't have to wait. We get paid every Monday. And so what you did it's always 2 weeks in the rears, like what you did 2 weeks ago, you get paid on, so you don't have to wait. And so we have countless stories of those who were like desperate and they had no money and they hustled and they got it. And that is what is beautiful about this, is that if you're not hustling, it's fine. If you are hustling, It's great. And we have our rank kind of promotion system. And so we all start out as associates. And then every time you go from consultant to manager, director, executive, there's bonuses attached to each one of them. And it's a fun way to get up to that executive, because there is a lot of fancy, amazing things when you become an executive, 10% match, a lifestyle bonus, all kinds of things. So we're really looking at the big picture here. You could go into any network marketing, social selling company and earn a bunch of big upfront sexy cash. That's great. But ours is deep, and it is building residual financial, like foundations for your family, and you can will this legacy to your children. And you're not doing this alone. You have this huge community, and you can find people that you may not be financially connected with, but you really resonate and really love their message, and you can follow them. There's endless trainings, and you think of it as, it took me really more than 5 years, but it should take me 4 years to become a nurse, but I took a non-traditional route, and it doesn't take that long to learn and master this for most people, but you learn at the pace that you learn. So I love how much flexibility is here as well.
Yeah, and they just changed this. This is super exciting. So we earn 20% upfront. So it doesn't matter. It could be one product, it could be numerous products, but the total. So if you do a pack for $250, you're going to make right away $50. A $300 pack, you'll make $60. I like this last one. If I'm selling 100 or 1,500, I'm going to make $300. I mean, so that's right away on those first time orders, you are going to make that 20%. It's so great because right now people are like, maybe they can't afford a big 30-day system. I love it that we are meeting people where they're at. Wherever you're at, we can help you with your goals, whether it's just 2 shakes and some collagen or some sleep spray and some shakes. I mean, we can really meet you where you're at, and then we're going to make 20%. I mean, that's a great upfront, like sexy money.
Yeah, if you're an affiliate, or if you're somebody who, promotes something else, like you don't see 20% out there.
No.
So this is the rank advancement that I was talking about. You start off as an associate, and we're looking at our different, how much money we're making here off of each person. So this is going to look like a lot of numbers, but what I really want to show you is kind of the end product here. So when you become a consultant, you get a $50 bonus, and then look at the money that we've earned from the bonuses, the 20% here. And then once you become a manager, and that happens when Mary becomes a consultant and David becomes a consultant, then you get not only $100 for each consultant here, but you also get another bonus for becoming Crystal Manager, which is $250. And so this just keeps adding up here. This is just the first 2 ranks. We're not even going to go into any of the further ranks, because this is our core, what we want to get everybody to right away. And so if you're thinking about ordering today, I want you to already be thinking about who would do this with you. Everything's always better with a buddy, I promise.
Yeah, and like, why partner with Isagenix? I mean, this says it all. I mean, I love being a traditional business and then stepping into like the network marketing. It kind of was a no-brainer when I saw this. It's like no overhead, no employees. You don't need a degree. I mean, I'm working with an 18-year-old that just came out of high school. She's super excited. We can work from anywhere. And that's kind of like, people don't want to wait until they're 70 to travel. Like, let's travel now, and we can kind of work when we want. The community that we are all a part of, the personal development is amazing. I would never probably have given myself grace to have personal development in my life if it wasn't for this company and these people. The friends I've made, I mean, from across the country. And honestly, like, being in a traditional business, I'm not going to do that traditional business forever. I can't, I can only do so much for so long. But what's great is when that ends and I sell that business, I am going to have Isagenix like for the rest of my life.
Yeah. And like I said, we can pass it on to our kids, so basically getting started is super simple. We set you up as a preferred customer, and we have a subscription rewards. It's great. You can turn it off anytime if you don't want it, but that's kind of the key to free shipping. So I always tell people to start with it. And what it does is it helps remind you when you're going to be out of something. So if you order a 30-day supply, you're going to want that subscription to keep it going so that you don't run out. And then we'll quickly upgrade you to an associate. And that's something we can do in your back office. It's a $29 yearly fee, which is pretty, easy to do compared to some of the other companies that are higher, and especially the 50,000 to more when it comes to opening up a business. And so then we will plug you into our leverage system.
That's from my school.
Yes, and a lot of times we get people started on these packs. They're amazing. You're going to get results with them. We have the good, better, and best pack. And I really just, I find out what your needs are, what your goals are. Obviously, the best pack is your best deal. You are truly getting everything you need. Probably my biggest seller is the premium pack. Every system is amazing and you're going to get results. There's free shipping on the better and best. Actually, there's free shipping on both of them if you have the subscription. If you stay on subscription, I love that no matter what you order, it's a $9.95 charge. And again, I always tell people we can meet you wherever you are with whatever goal, whatever budget you have, we can meet you where you're at.
And there's so many products that we didn't get a chance to talk about today. So it's really like if you're talking about something in specific, we can help you. We can talk to you about whatever you're looking for. So I always crack up at this picture, but this is one of our group photos of a community when we met at one of our conferences. You have to kind of look at some of these faces here because there's an all different array of smiling, people with their eyes closed, people yelling, like, I don't know, we're having a great time. And so, my poor husband over here has got his eyes closed. If you can see him right there, where my mouse is, but, definitely always a good time with these people, all walks of life from all across the world. And, we're in several marketplaces, all in Europe and in Australia, Canada, Mexico, all over the place. And so if you know people in those areas, we can help them too. So we'll kind of sum up here and then we'll call it a night. So Angela, you want to take us home?
Yeah. So look at this picture. You don't have to take the whole staircase. You just have to take the first step. And I think it's a great message just for life in general. Like, I think people need to not be scared anymore. It's like, if you are wanting something, if you have big dreams, whether that be for your body, for your health, for your mental, for your family, for your financial, like all it takes is the first step. Really getting back to whoever got you on this call, reaching out to them, telling them your goals. What are you looking for? Because we can help you.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to stop the